YouTube. What's up, baby? We're back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about the Netflix series, Raising Dion. Now, I've already seen Raising Dion Season 1. Didn't have my channel up to review it, but if I was to give my grading for Season 1 of Raising Dion, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. I really did like the show when it first came out. I really liked a lot about it, and I was always hoping for them to have a Season 2. When I found out that they were going to have a Season 2, I was, of course, ecstatic, and I was happy to see it, what I'm saying, and I was really looking forward to be able to watch it and then give a review on it because of the fact that I didn't have, a review for Season 1 of it. So, come out, to this point, and we have Raising Dion Season 2. And so on there, man, this is going to be the whole series, kind of premise, as well as, my grade for it. So for this, season, man, we kind of end up picking up where we left off the last time. You got Dion and his friends, and Dion's coming, more, into his powers. He's understanding them more. He's learning how to control them at a better rate than he was on the first season. And so basically we end up finding out that although he defeated Pat, the Crooked Man, the energy went from him to this kid named Bradley or Brady or something like that. And he now has some of the crooked energy inside of him, and he's got his own demons. And so now basically the crooked energy that went inside of him, his name is Braden. And so the crooked energy that went inside of Braden is forcing him to locate Dion and to destroy Dion. So, we end up having Dion and Braden being friends for a second, and then after Dion realizes that Braden is not a good person per se because of the crooked guy inside of him, the crooked man inside of him, even though he doesn't necessarily know he has a crooked man inside of him at first. Certain powers that he has mind control, and he can also read people's thoughts. And so there's this scene where Braden ends up doing something, and it makes Dion kind of question, should he be friends with Braden, because, what he kind of did was evil and not necessarily a heroic thing to do. And we all know that Dion is always, he wants to be on the good side. He wants to be the hero, never the villain at all. So they end up not being friends. Some turmoil happens between them, and although Braden doesn't necessarily want to take out Dion himself, the Crooked Man energy takes over inside of him and basically possesses him and forces him to fight against Dion. And they have an epic battle towards the end. But at the end of the day, Dion's mother, she ends up calming Braden down to the point where the crooked energy leaves Braden's body, and now Braden is free. Also, this crooked man had the ability to make these type of flowers that when they would fully grow, they would disperse little viruses that would get inside of people, and it would turn them into a monster. And these monsters were able to be controlled by the Crooked Man. So that was the way that the Crooked Man had an army to fight against Dion this time around. As well as Pat, we end up finding in this season that Pat is still alive. Now, he doesn't have the Crooked Man energy inside of him, not as much as he did before, but he still has a little bit of his power. So his whole thing this season, he's just trying to redeem himself. But he gets pushed and shunned so far to the point where He's like, I tried to be good. I'm just going to go back to being bad. And so at the end, when Brayden turns good again and the crooked energy leaves him, it goes back to Pat, and Pat absorbs it, and Pat ends up becoming a crooked man again. So not only does he have the crooked man backing him with those powers again, but on this season, we end up finding out that, I think it's Biona. They've been working with other kids that have powers, and then, whatever it may be. And they end up finding a breakthrough to where there's a serum that people can take, and it'll make, people have different powers. So what Pat did was he injected himself with a lot of powers. So and he came back to being okay from it, because we didn't know he was going to be okay at first, but he came back to being okay with it. And so now he has all these different powers right now, plus he has the crooked man energy inside of him. So he's just way stronger. But they don't get into Pat fighting Dion just yet on this season. This season was just about Brayden and his crooked energy fighting against Dion. So that was it for the season. After, Pat gets his powers and Pat gets the crooked man back inside of him. After Brayden is saved, that's basically it. There was a lot of characters that I didn't talk about in this video right now. There were a lot of things that happened as well that I didn't talk about because I didn't want to fully spoil it. I just want to kind of give you a brief rundown of what this series was about. So, hopefully that was good enough. I can't really say 3 of my favorite scenes because they're talking about 8 episodes. So we're going to skip that for this. Yeah, man, this definitely was just as strong as last season. There is after the last episode, if you stay to the credits, they end up showing a scene, and it's like a post-credit scene, and I guess it takes place in the future, and it shows Pat with the army of humans that have powers, because like I said, there's a serum now that people that don't have powers, they can get ejected with it and then they can have powers. So it shows Pat leading an army of people to Atlanta to destroy Atlanta, and a lot of the buildings and stuff like that are already destroyed. As he's walking over there with his crew, all of a sudden comes flying down is Dion, but it's not a young Dion anymore. It's like an older version of Dion. So we obviously skip forward some years, a lot of years, obviously. And he's like, I'm the mind mover or whatever it may be. And Pat is like, oh, so hopefully we can get a season 3 and we get to honestly see Dion be an adult, be the real true hero. You know what I'm saying? And he can take on Pat for another time or one last time. And, hopefully we can get that, man. But this season definitely was not bad, man. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of good acting, a lot of good new characters that are added on here. More development of the lore of this franchise. So it was definitely good. I did enjoy it. For me, I'm gonna give this also a 9 out of 10 for the whole series. For season 2, and season 1, both 9 out of 10s to me. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, I suggest you watch it. All the episodes are available on Netflix, from season 1 to season 2. And if you like hero stuff, this is really cool, man. You really get to see the hero's journey. And this is a young kid, and obviously if we get a season 3, we'll see him from young to being older. So I really do like that idea for the show. But yeah, if you guys saw it, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Did you like season 1? Did you like season 2? Which one did you like better, or were they equal to you? Do you like the way that the story is going? Do you think that this show is deserving of a season 3? And if there's a season 3, what do you think is going to take place? But yeah, that's it. That's it, man. 9 out of 10 for this season. If you guys saw it, like I said, just go ahead and comment down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and until next time.